Welcome back to our January 6th focused episode of Ya Tu Sabes. In part one, we interviewed Congressman Ruben Gallego, a first-generation American and Marine veteran with a gripping firsthand account of the events of January 6th and a unique perspective on the impact of disinformation. Click on the link in the description to check it out if you haven't already. If there's one thing that's become very clear, it's that a disinformation campaign was enacted to support the claim that Trump won the 2020 presidential election, ultimately leading to thousands of Trump supporters attacking the Capitol on January 6th. To investigate what happened that day, Congress voted to establish a House Select Committee, a committee composed of Republicans and Democrats whose job it is to find answers to questions about the attack on the Capitol. So far, the committee has uncovered a ton of evidence of wrongdoing, but mainly that Donald Trump was intimately involved in the campaign to overturn the election. On the morning before the attack, he spoke at a rally he organized called Stop the Steal, where he said that he would never concede the election and called on his supporters to march on the Capitol. And that's exactly what they did.
We're going to walk down, and I'll be there with you. We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and we're probably not going to be cheering so much for some of them, because you'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength, and you have to be strong.
Trump's involvement also included personal calls to Republican election officials in key swing states, urging them to use their positions to overturn the election in his favor. Republican members of Congress were also closely involved in overturning the election. But when they realized that their plans failed, they were quick to beg for preemptive pardons from Trump before he left office. The list of pardon beggars included Representatives Matt Gaetz of Florida, Mo Brooks of Alabama, and Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia. Three people you definitely don't want at a party because one will try to sleep with your underage cousin, another will probably say something racist, and the last one will cook up a story about how you'll turn into a lizard person in 3 years if you took the booster shot.
Te lo dije.
Don't even start with me, Tío Jorge. Go heat up our leftover mofongo like you promised. Our country has been through a lot, but nothing quite as radical as a homegrown insurrection at the U.S. Capitol. And even after this vicious attack, our flag remained. And so far, so has our democratic process. Legislators continue to look for ways to strengthen our democracy and prevent an incident like this from happening again. However, depende de nosotros. It's up to all of us to make sure we hold ourselves, friends, and families accountable, and that we not only inform ourselves before voting, but that we don't accidentally perpetuate disinformation. If you want to find resources on how to combat disinformation, click the links in the description. Also, don't forget to send the version in Espanol to share with your Spanish-speaking folks. Hasta luego, friends.